Alright, I am slightly late actually. I got distracted. Hello, hello everybody. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late, running a bit late. But let's get right into it. Hello everybody. I am Macchiato the Geodosaur, and this is Paleo Pines. We're just gonna get straight into the goods. Agate is now a helper. Yes. Where is Agate? There's Agate. Kiari is now a helper. Everybody's a helper. We love that. We go assign Agate to a seed pot so you can have fun gardening. I think our biggest thing today is I wanted to go hunt for stuff because we're missing a couple pieces and I figured out the compass last time. So the compass is on now, which means if we go around exploring, we should be able to find the last couple things we need to finish off a number of quests. That also means we might, just maybe, unlock Parasaur Locust today. A bag of those little Easter candy eggs. And I just dumped it. Because I'm smart like that, guys. Maximum coordination. Okay, I got it. I just wanted a piece of candy. Okay, one crop needs weeding with, that's it. We had easy chores today. How many helpers do we actually have? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 helpers. Calico's on his own, he's good. Tapley's on his own, he's good. Point and Venomoose. I might make another plot. I don't have the seeds for it. I've got the space for it, and I've got the dinosaur for it. And I might put Venomoose and Agate on that one. Those just need salt. The ultimate goal is 5 plots, but I want them to be able to build up, you know, stamina and whatnot before I just throw them into the thick of it. Where's my Triceratops? I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Eggs are delicious but crunchy. I'm over here. Holy cow, guys. I am all over the place today. Absolutely all over the place. Okay. Not gonna be able to put it there. That's fine. We'll go this way a little bit. We'll do this one off kilter. Nope. There you go. Oh, fucker. I'm dying today. Probably make this one. Hey, welcome in. I'm just adding another farm plot because I've got enough little dinosaurs to do it. So you haven't really missed much. I've been sitting and staring at the ground trying to figure out where to place stuff. Oh. I messed with some things. Not only do I now have alerts for follows, subs, raids, and the such. I'm working on color changing them, but they exist. But I did something with the ads that I have seen a lot of people really like. You're gonna have to remind me because Oh, gotcha! Sorry, it's been an off day for me. I've been trying to juggle like 6 different things. Well, welcome. Even if you never get a fursuit, welcome. But yeah, making sure I'm warning before it just pops up. I did something with the ads that I've seen, a couple other streamers do that a lot of people like. I set it up so that it's almost like a commercial break. So the way it's set it up, the way it should work, is every hour, give or take on the hour, there should be about 3 minutes of ads in one set block. So when those ads happen, we're gonna take a break. You guys will have to let me know because I can't see them. But I have it set up so it's kind of like a commercial break on TV. So that, if you guys want to pause, get a drink, stand up, stretch, get a snack. You can. You won't miss anything. I'll probably pause the game, eat my snack myself, take a quick stretch break. Hello. Hey, if you make a geoda sword Sona, I want to see it. And welcome in, Vienna. I was just explaining how I changed up the ad rate for my stream so that it should be a solid 3-minute block every hour. So that every time that happens, it'll be almost like a commercial break, like old style TV. So you guys can get up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink. I'll probably get up and stretch too, because if I don't, I end up... circulation to my feet goes kaput, and then I end up with icicle feet, and it's not great. But that makes the... when that happens, yell at me. Scream at me in the chat, and I will pause the game, take a second, but I thought that would be a good way to, one, clump all the ads together so that it's one and done, basically, every hour. But two, make them long enough to where I'm getting a little extra revenue to go towards making the stream better for you guys, and you guys are able to have a designated, break time in case I ever say, make my streams longer. Where we play a game down the road that's really intense, and say we come up to a cutscene and we're like, okay, we gotta pause, we need to hydrate, we gotta eat a chip or two, take a chip and eat it. And I did research into it and whatnot with some other streamers, and they've been doing this same kind of layout for years, and everybody seems to really like it. Hello, welcome in. I'm sitting here explaining my new setups for things. Coffee sounds great. I have chocolate eggs that I dumped in my drawer and had to stop and pick them all up. I am out of coffee creamer, so... Lonnie, come on. The thing is super loud. It's just blasting in my ears. Small water. Come on. I have water. Because if I don't have designated areas where I only drink water, basically, I will never drink water. And it's not because I don't like water. I just forget. And so that I just never drink water, which is really not good. I have this fun little thing where I overproduce stomach acid. And it gets worse if I don't drink water. Which then, in turn, triggers my other problem, which is I have a hyperactive gag reflex. So then it's basically just like a domino effect of I feel bad, and I am nauseous, and I have to expel things from my body I do not want to expel. So, I have a water cup on my desk. I have a water cup next to my bed. I have a water cup that comes with me when I leave the house. That also is my just spare around the house, not desk, not bedroom water cup. And all of them are 40-ounce water cups. They're all big. So I don't have to refill them nearly as often. And 2 out of 3 of them are cinnamon rolls. No. No, I can't. We'll just start with some carrots. They're cheap. Or we could always get other stuff. That actually was brought up in a conversation with my partner recently. Um, the question was asked of, or not so much question, the statement was said, the plans for today are we're setting up another farm plot for more money, and then if you look at the bottom, I found the compass last stream. We have the compass, and I figured out on my personal file how the compass works, so you guys aren't sitting there watching me suffer. It literally took 2 seconds for me to figure out how it works. So we're going to try and find these. The last couple of things we needed these because we need one more ancient tablet fragment, one more mysterious statue, one more artifact, one more clay. Like, we are so close. So that's the plan for today, alongside dino hunting, obviously. But yeah, the statement was made that, oh, you've not been having issues nearly as much lately of regurgitation. And I was like, yeah, because now that I can, I'm able to accommodate myself with water everywhere to kind of help with nausea and all that kind of stuff. There we go. No! Oh my gosh, best promotion. That sucks. We don't support AI here. That's the only machine that I am in cahoots with is my computer. And my computer doesn't ask me to do AI crap. My computer plays dinosaur games. Oh, I need you. Oh, obviously. Obviously. The ancient Mesozoic era characters want to deal with the hyper-futuristic water-guzzling dystopian nightmares. Where is Egg? Where did I put Egg? Egg is over here. Transformer woman. Like Frosty? I watch her on TikTok occasionally. No. There's a person who does like VR chat streaming and made their own custom Transformers robot VR chat avatar, and they had a little bit of a controversy with people trying to steal it. As I feel like that's a canon event. I do believe after that whole situation, they did swap a lot of their stuff to 18 plus. So basically, they were allowed to use a lot more vulgar language than I do. So not a lot of people see them nearly as often. But I occasionally pop over and check out her stuff just because the custom Transformer character is absolutely nuts. Full face tracking, full body tracking, Um, they're able to have basically not button pressing, but their like transformer has different things on their body change based off of facial expression and or a finger twitch because of the full body tracking is nuts. It's nuts. I absolutely am impressed and mesmerized by the level of detail that their avatars have. It's fantastic. Someday I will have something like that. Right now, I still need to find somebody who can finish a uh, bubblegum bark avatar for me. It was partially worked on some time ago, but between the character that it's based off of getting an overhaul and the fact that it needs optimized again, I need somebody who, knows what they're doing when I get some money to kind of fix it. Give it a little touch up. Which, there's a fun fact about me. I do play VR chat occasionally. It's very rarely, and 90% of the time, I play on PC and I just kind of world hop looking for somewhere that has, like, fun interactables to mess with. I don't really talk to people. I just like looking like, a cute dog. And then pretending to make potions or something. I don't think I ever grew out of that phase from when I was a kid. You know, that phase that like every little girl goes through. The I'm a witch and I'm gonna make a potion phase. I don't think I ever stopped doing that. It just turned into I'm gonna cook a potion type stuff. Oh, the character I'm talking about is not Macchiato. The character I'm talking about is actually another character of mine named Pit. P-I-T. Kind of like the hit of a fruit or pitfall. It's up to interpretation. So it's an entirely different character that I do have a number of commission and or fursuit items stuff around that character. And they are becoming kind of my main character in relation to, like, IRL fursuiting. But yes, I do intend to keep Macchiato pretty simple. I've been debating on a little bit of a design change, still kept simple, heavily inspired by the new pattern on this guy. And I've been looking at the PNG remix that Aniki recommended to me and was thinking if I was going to swap over to a new program, I was possibly going to make a new model for it. Since that program seems to like to break up the pieces a little bit differently, so I'd have to break up my model a little bit differently, I feel like it would be beneficial to maybe just make a new one from scratch. And I am... Oh. Hey, there's a piece there. That's what I'm talking about. If you guys have any ideas or input on that, I am absolutely open to it. If you guys want me to do the model creation on the stream, I am absolutely open to it. But I was just thinking if I was going to swap to a new program that allows me a little bit more customization, because I was looking at it and it allows for a lot of customization. Like, I'm borderline just becoming VTuber with how much customization this program has. Most furry VTubers just over exaggerate their models with extreme fluffy, and the aesthetics of the fur suit come to Corn furry doesn't really strike me well. My problem is mostly with. Yeah, that's the fun thing about, with the Geodosaur and everything, is Macchiato, since he is a Geodosaur, he's made of stone. He's a rock. Or, like, the closest thing to what he really would be is basically a crystallized fossil. So he will never be fluffy. If I give him anything, it's going to be a very geometric mohawk. Because it kind of lines up with his spines that I've got on him right now. But that would be almost like crystal growths or stone growths, and would not look fluffy. They'd look very sharp. I do like some fluffy avatars. You're right when you say, like, oh, the Memorial Garden. Some of them tend to get very, very over the top. But I feel like that's a branding thing. Oh my god. This is so cute, guys. I wondered where they were gonna put it. I can just sit on everything. Okay. But yeah, that's not something that'll ever happen with Macchiato. If I ever do anything crazy over the top with him, it's gonna be with shiny. You know, like with tumbled stones. He's gonna become so shiny and so glistening. Turn reflect. Oh, that's so cute. Ooh, that would be really fun. I want to start with kind of a simple revamp. Like I said, based off of the Megalosaurus, the new Megalosaurus design, because I'm just absolutely obsessed with it. Ooh! Plus, I think he's gonna be changing species. So, Chilantrosaurus is very, very niche. I do know Growlmon from the show, actually. He's the red guy. I adored the fact that Growlmon was created based off of the drawing that the kid made. Like, he saw the other Digimon and was like, yeah, that's cool and everything, but what if I need something, entirely unique? And then the world went, bet, what does he look like? I watched that entire season and completely through when I was a kid. It was on Netflix. I watched it in my grandma's room because our house used to be set up to where we had like a mother-in-law suite. So she lived in her mother-in-law suite, and we'd go and like hang out with her and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's cool. That is super cool. I think I created a couple of Digimon, but I also created an entire region's worth of Pokemon. I had plotted out which Pokemon from old games were going to come back, and I had, I think, over 150 different Pokemon that I personally created when I was about 10, all drawn out, all named, evolutions plotted, typing plotted, the name of the region, and then years later, a region called Galar comes out, which has an eerily similar name to the region that I created, that I don't remember what it was anymore. I still have all the papers and all the drawings and everything plotted out sitting in a sketchbook somewhere. But, yeah. I would say, like, Nintendo hire me, but also, maybe don't. Pachyrhymon. Is that like a Triceratops Pachycephalosaurus mixture? Because that sounds really fun. Really, really cool. Okay. My only qualm with Pachyrhinosaurus. Excuse me a moment. I know that name, and for some reason my brain isn't working. Pachyrhinosaurus. Oh! That actually makes complete sense coming from Protoceratops for it to just become a bigger, harder-nosed version of a frilled dinosaur rather than, growing horns. That's really cool. So how many guns were strapped to his back? Because, I mean, it's Digimon. You gotta have at least 2. And, hey, Pachyrhinosaurus? I'm making a joke anyways. Pachyrhinosaurus could have totally had a situation where, like, his hard bone on his head just opens up and a cannon comes out. They are mostly organic at the champion phase. But again, it's Digimon. You got, at some point, there's got to be at least one. Even not at the champion phase, even if it's, further down the evolutionary line, you gotta have at least one. That's pretty rare to have basically, like, almost a full line of organics. At some point, they either end up becoming humanoid, or they end up with, like, swords or guns or mecha suit pieces or armor or... Hi, kitty. Nice. I am behind on my Digimon. I watched the show when I was like 13 or 14. And I have not played a whole lot of the games. So I'm catching up. At this rate, we're probably gonna, be playing Digital Time Stranger on stream whenever I get around to that. Eh, there we go. Ah! We're over here communicating without realizing it. I obviously can't like post or put it on screen right now, but my immediate thought is the two blue dudes like sharing brainwaves. Trying to look out for things on my compass while I'm running around. Triceratops is something more akin to Berserker. Would that make him what is it, a virus? There's virus types, there's the antidote types, and then there's like the third one. Oh, I know him very well. I know Doom Guy very well. I had a hyperfixation on his lore for a minute. Did not play the games, I had friends who were playing the games. But I know him very well. Yeah, that's what it is, data. There's virus, antidote, and then data. Or it's something like that. The antidote one might be vaccine. That's why I was like, I might have the name for that one wrong. But antidote and vaccine are along the same line. Vaccine virus data, yes. Ooh! Look at the little eclipse one! No. Isn't that one like almost borderline so rare that it's like it's like specialty and almost not exclusively on like super powerful quote unquote evil Digimon? Vmon? You mean the funny little blue like baby dragon dude? And isn't Wormmon the green guy? Related to rare species. Okay. Okay. Like I said, it's been a while. Hello, Anarchy. Welcome. DinoCon. Excuse me, there's a DinoCon? Excuse me but a moment, but DinoCon? Rude. Get me all excited about something and then it's in the UK. Real note though, that sounds awesome. And I want to hear about everything when you get back. Absolutely everything. Hey now, don't be dissing on the British. They know how to spell color properly. We screwed up the spelling because of the printing press. There's a number of words that actually got spelling changes because of the printing press, because it cost per letter. What? did I never get what I want? Right? They are always having all the fun. I did used to live next to a museum that actually got visited by Sue, the T-Rex skeleton. It was one of her last tours before being placed permanently where she is now, because, you know, deterioration. They wanted to make sure she was kept in good condition. So I actually, at about 12, 11, 12, oh my god, you're so cute, got to see Sue. And my mom went to the Smithsonian at one point, without me, mega rude, but she brought back a replica T-Rex tooth. Obviously, they're not going to be having real ones there, but I own a replica T-Rex tooth and a polished, real, what is this? It's a fossilized... Is this a shell? It's not a shell, it's a crustacean. Like vertebrate, like one of those. I don't remember its exact name. My brain is not working right now for some reason. But I have that sitting on my desk. It actually ended up broken in 3 pieces. I have all 3 of the pieces. It's sitting here. When I moved across country. So I used to live on the West Coast, and now I'm closer to the East Coast. So it's sitting in 3 pieces on my desk. It's very, very pretty. Like I said, it's been polished. Made for Triceramon, I made was actually data type. The name was Tyrannotriceramon. Tyrannosaurus Rex with 3 horns and a frill. Hey, so does anyone here know a creator by the name of Dead Space? Dino Gecko? I'm gonna be so real. If you don't know who Dead Space is, look up Dead Space. He made a custom OC world building Dinosauria. One part of it is based off of like almost an animal documentary style animation. Another part of it is based off of if dinosaurs created a higher level civilization like us. It's phenomenal. And I love his stuff, and he goes into ridiculous levels of detail explaining everything. But, Dead Space. Go check out his stuff. Whether that's right now or not right now, or you know, follow his YouTube and check it out later. Rust Tyrannomon. So Optimus Prime T-Rex, gotcha. An old rusty Optimus Prime T-Rex. I see the vision. Humanoid. Oh, so on that thing? Can you find a Triceramon big enough for that? Aren't the humanoid ones kind of small unless it's one of those like really big merger fusion crazy, what is it, the knights? playstyle valid. I love Monster Hunter. I have not been able to touch Monster Hunter Wild, and it makes me cry. I got it within the first week, and literally I was physically incapable of playing it. Is that a metal-themed Utah raptor? Well, they have stuff like, what is it, Longmon? Lungmon? The god dragon that just, like, takes up the entire sky and then some? Like, he is the cloud? Oh my god, he's so cute. He's so goth! That might be his real name. Hold on. Is his YouTube symbol like the yin yang? It's been the yin yang for like, god, like 10 years. Now I'm on my YouTube checking. Yeah. That's who I'm talking about. Okay. I never... He's just not on my YouTube. I don't know what's happening. I know I follow him. I never pry into... No matter how much I like a creator, I don't really go looking for, like, their real name or anything. Just because I feel like that's a respect thing. If they don't give it willingly, when I'm, like, watching their content, I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for it. But yes, I am talking about him and his animations. Dead Sound is gonna be at DinoCon? Ugh. Bro. That's mad rude to tell me that. Someday I'll get there. And I will meet Dead Sound, because I've been following his stuff for, gosh. How old am I? When did he release the first, the town? Autodale. I found him through children's toys from the Autodale series. So I have been following him for at least 7 or 8 years and watching just about everything he posts. To the point where I actually, because I'm doing the sculpts now, I am heavily debating on if I want to make a freak. Like a freak fursuit, freak character. Because I have adored those characters since I found them. But yeah, I would have found him like 7 or 8 years ago during college. Styricomon, because that was my vision. Tyrannotriceramon. Rust King Triceramon. Y'all are making me sit here and look stuff up. I'm gonna end up getting sent to the bed void in a second. Styricomon. Okay. So, something like Styracomon's skin, basically, worn as armor, almost like Gabumon, but on Rust, um, Rust Tyrannomon. No. The reverse. Oh! Tyrannomon's skin worn almost like Gabumon on like Styracommon, Triceramon. Okay. I never claimed to be smart. I know things, but I never claimed to be smart. That's a really cool concept, though. Like, that is a really cool concept. Food. Huh? Theft. My favorite. So he's hitting the Twilight Princess Breath of the Wild type stuff. Hey, I just killed this Lionel. Let me just take his sword. Nice. That sounds like a crazy cool concept. And my apple tree is producing now. Hello and welcome in. We've got a couple more people in, so I'm just gonna talk through it again really quick. I did it at the beginning of the stream. I changed my ads. For anyone who didn't hear at the beginning, I talked about it at the very beginning. I set it up so that should be, and we're getting close to that time too, every hour on the hour-ish, 3 minutes of ads play. Treat it like an ad break, like when you watch TV. When it starts happening, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, stretch, grab a snack, whatever you want to do. I will chill and pause for a second so that nobody's missing anything while the ads are blowing in your ears. But that makes it so that, one, I'm able to get more ad revenue to save up to make the stream better for you guys. And two, you guys are able to have, schedule breaks in case of, not wanting to miss anything, but you want to go get chips, you want to go get a soda, you want to go get your cat, whatever it is. You'll have to let me know in a second here if it really does run like right on the hour. That's about to hit. And I will pause. I will pause the whole game. And is there? But I'm also doing that for future proofing for when we play, you know, more intense games, we will have designated, you know, pause points to make sure nobody's missing anything, make sure everything works. You have ads right now? Okay. Does everybody else have ads right now? We all have ads? Is it break time? Bottom of my stream? Tyrannus floor mounted on its other shoulder like a trophy, while the rest of the body parts are literally turned into body armor. Sometimes I get unaffected by ads, so, oh yeah. 2 ads. That's so weird. I mean, maybe you just got, like, minute-long ads. I'm pausing for a second just to kind of see. We're figuring stuff out together. That's weird. Okay. Well, if they do start, like I said, just start yelling at me in chat. Huh. I will pause. Something I might do that might be kind of funny is for when ads run, I might make kind of like I have. They're not set up right now because they're being a brat. Okay, that's cool. But the little picture that shows up, I might make like a what looks like a yelling version of Macchiato, so that when ads happen, you guys can like spam a command in chat and it'll yell at me that there are ads. I feel like that'd be funny. As long as you guys don't abuse it. Don't abuse the noise spams. I mean, my other ones made noises. You guys didn't use those two very much. I also don't think you guys realized that they made noises at me. Well, Vienna, you knew that they made noises, but I don't think anybody else knew the couple of little picture commands that I had that made noises. I'll have to get those set back up. And I'll set up a new command for you guys. It's basically just ad break. Basically, try to make it, you know, fun and interactive. Mayhaps. I want to make just, I also really hope a rare Ceratos comes in today. I want to see more. I want to, like I was talking about earlier, I want to try out the new program downloaded that program that you recommended, Anarchy, finally. And I was looking at it. Holy cow, it has so many features. It almost turns the PNG tuber into like a full VTuber with how many features and how much tracking it has. It's nuts. So thank you for recommending that. I gotta get it set up. But I'm thinking about making a whole new model for Macchiato for that. Because it has to be chopped up differently. Oh no, the ads! Well, I'm sitting here yapping for a second, so I won't move. Okay. It was delayed by 5 minutes. Like I said, I'm sitting here yapping. So I'll wait. But the model has to be chopped up differently for this program. So rather than going back and re-chopping and re-saving and redoing everything of my current model, I'm thinking of just starting fresh with a new model and just making it so that, you know, it's already chopped up automatically. Like, it's not, I don't have to cut it up like I did with this one. I'm already starting out with it cut up. He got an ad for body armor? Oh, that's alright. Go teach kids to kick butt. Karate chop in. New program actually also has the capability for like different facial expressions that I can attach to hotkeys. Bye! So I'm thinking about playing with that as well. Using this opportunity to eat my cup. Oh, since there's ads already running, shameless self-plug of my own ads, I'm doing $5 anything commissions right now. If you go check out my TikTok or my Instagram. Yes, Pippin. We gotta stare at you. He keeps talking, and I don't know what he's talking about. His little thing of potions. Free! That should mean that everybody else is free as well, so we will start the chatting slowly. There's not enough. Everyone in the valley deserves to taste lost different types of food from the swamp, so I've decided to hold a feast. Thinking of it now, everyone eating and laughing together. Can't wait. Will you help me gather some ingredients? Cauliflower cream crumble. Takes a week to stew. Okay. Something called cauliflower cream crumble sounds like it could be really, really good. But the fact that it has to take a week to stew has me questioning. 3 cauliflowers, 2 garlics, a turnip, and a coconut. That sounds almost like cauliflower curry. But a week? If I find a coconut tree, I hear Granny loves them. She might be able to help. I have to chop. Oh, okay. Questionable food taste is what I'm hearing. need to buy stuff from you. A hippo? Hippo, like a hippopotamus? I mean, I know there's like a bear horror movie where he gets his hands on drugs. I've seen it. Truth. Like, a baby anything is cute, but like, alligators and crocodiles are way less dangerous than hippos, and yet they're portrayed as like these horrible monsters who will eat you to death in the river, when in reality, if they're floating around the river and not actively having like their mouth open and they bump into you, they'll kind of just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and then float away. But if you bump into a hippo, they're gonna crunch. What do we got? We got green. So green. I mean, sure. I was thinking more like a bumblebee. Because if you've ever just been sitting there and a bumblebee just kind of toddles towards you awkwardly, they just kind of boop into you and then they fall. They're like, oh no, I'm dying. And then they go back up and then they're fine. It's kind of funny, actually. If they do land on you when they're doing that, like bumblebees, they literally will be like so pissed off that they don't know what you are. They're so angry that they don't know what they landed on when they can't see. Like, they can barely see. And then they'll just kind of buzz off. It's really funny. Oh, great heavens. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're quoting with the polite British man? The, oh, great heavens. Soundbite? I'm gonna be saying that all night now. Literally, they're so angry that they, you know, something dared to exist in their path despite their atrocious flying skills. By all known means of aviation. Something bees shouldn't fly or something. Literally. There's a reason you can just kind of, like, when they're sunbathing, you can kind of just walk around them. Same with snakes. I do understand, like, why people are scared of snakes, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. There's a thing that was on, like, Reddit or something. That was like, ooh, if you get through this hallway, and it was like 4 full-size boa constrictors. Absolutely gorgeous. One of them's like a banana, one of them's a standard, one of them's a dark color. Like, they're beautiful, beautiful snakes. They're like, if you can get through this hallway, you get $3 million. And, like, the banana one's, like, crawling up the door or something. And people are like, oh my god, there's snakes. I'm not gonna go past that. They're so dangerous. And then somebody who clearly has owned a reptile at some point goes, they're boa constrictors. They're giant puppies, and they probably don't even know what direction they're facing. If anything, I'm gonna quietly step over them, lift the one off the handle, get the money through the other door, and then slide bro a stack for his troubles. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Like, obviously, any animal can be dangerous. Don't get that wrong. An incredibly determined duck could put you out of your misery. A duck. But as long as you have, general respect for nature and kind of just leave stuff alone, you're probably fine. No. I mean, yes. Yes, a goose probably would do it without much hesitation. But I'm talking about, an animal that is generally considered quote unquote cutesy and not something that is known for attacking people. And using that as an example to, put in perspective that people do not realize that it does not matter how big, small, or whatever an animal is, and if it's determined enough, in perspective of what we've done to the environment, yes. In perspective of physical strength and capability to do things just with what we were given by nature, no. But nature gave us really big, wrinkly brains to make up for that. Guys, I'm not finding anything on the compass. I am so close to just looking up a map and going through all of the spots. So I don't know where it is. Did any of you guys ever watch or read The Life of Pi? I watched it when I was 12 and read it in high school. I preferred the book over the movie, but the movie was pretty darn good. Life of Pi, well, you said we're literally the most dangerous animal. Life of Pi is a really good movie and a really good book. One of those kinds of things where it can, feels like it's altering your brain chemistry as you watch it kind of movies. Or books, depending on which one you prefer. So watching that on a 12-hour flight at 12, yeah, The Boy with the Tiger and the Boat. I've been seeing it discourse about it and its interpretation pop up on social media again recently. And it's definitely a situation of, I don't think people read the book, but they're arguing about the book because people are, believing the fake story he told about the human. That the book and the movie explicitly say is the fake story that he made up in order to get them to believe the things that he went through. But yeah, the one with the boy and the tiger on the boat. There's a bit that is covered in the book that is covered for about 2 seconds in the movie, where it's an entire page in the book where Pi, the kid, talks about how Bagheera where Pi talks about well, I feel like that misinterpretation mostly has to do with the reading level for that book was very, very high. And it's very, very in-depth. So that was the purpose of that story, though. Look at this! Oh my gosh! This one's so cute. This is the rust color, but the pattern with the rust color looks so cute. But there's an entire page dedicated to Pi describing how his dad had a special animal exhibit at the zoo that they had in India, where it was set up to look like it was to view inside of a special darkened cage. But what it really was is a little room that went into a mirror. Whereas the sign on the outside said, "Would you like to see the most dangerous animal on the planet?" And there was a mirror on the inside of it that he described. People would walk in and see it and come out looking salty, disgruntled, because how dare you say that I am the dangerous animal, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to see animals in a zoo, not myself. There was a whole page dedicated to that, because Pie's dad thought it was hilarious that people got, pissy about it. And Pie thought it was funny too, but he also was like, now that I've gone through all of this, and he was kind of right. And but in the movie, it's like a 2-second thing where it shows the mirror room, and it shows somebody going in and then running out looking upset, and then Pie's dad laughing. But what you mentioned, the humans are the most dangerous animal, reminded me of that. What are you? Oh, you're so pretty. We will definitely name one Pepper Jack. Especially since we have cheese. I will put that on, the list of names we're gonna use. But yeah, I really loved that movie. It was very, very good. Very well done, especially having read the book. Quite the madam. We found each other, and I make a favorite treat. Spicer's Emma Bloom truffle. Okay, yeah. I can get all that. Portland, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to buy any of that. It's the right season I need to get it. I want to get us the Parasaurolophus, but I don't know where the last pieces are. Last things of anything. So this is Spice Room, which is why I'm like, I need to just look up a map. Spice fruit? No, that's ginger. Still grab it. Hello. Need to find some more spice fruit. We need to make an apple pie still. Need to assign somebody to a water bowl. Ooh! That's the mossy color. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I don't think it's a rare anything. But it's super cute. Yeah, mossy. It's an uncommon. Get a couple quests done. Put away. Need that for an apple pie. that for a quest. We need that for a quest. We need to grab a different dinosaur to... That for... Grab it. That for a quest. We'll just assign a random dinosaur to... that situation. Ooh, camera! Doesn't really matter which, he'll be reassigned to his thing in a second. Talk to Avery. So that quest is done so I can talk to him. Spice root, bloom, truffle. Cauliflower, garlic, turnip, coconut. Potato, turnip, garlic, bell pepper. Good lord, guys. We have plenty of apples. I just need to get pears. This is why we need more areas to plant things. Because we need a lot of vegetables. Bacon apple pie. I just call Sarah coffee and beans. That is super cute. We need to actually go this way. I think it's cute that everyone decided to call the Psittacosaurus Taco. So I'm intentionally bringing Macchiato exclusively because even if he doesn't have any stamina, riding him around still brings his level up, which will give him more stamina. So even if he's a little bit slower right now because he's out of stamina, it's best for me to bring him along in order to level him up more, so that ultimately he ends up with more stamina. It doesn't level nearly as quickly, but it still does. Cooking pots. I don't want to experiment, I want to just... Yeah, I'm a little broke right now in the game though, so I'm trying to not use up all of my treats. Hey, entity! Yeah. I have not been playing this game to its optimized potential, basically is what it is. I've been passing up on a lot of things, missing a number of things. Hello. Mini soda. What did you notice? Oh! I keep forgetting. Okay, so it's not entirely a lot, but I added that during an art stream because I thought it was funny and it was a very casual art fight stream. But I've seen people use funny tags like that as a joke to reach more people who might be interested in your stuff. Hey now, a lot of the freaks can be, respectful. And it's not, again, it's not entirely a lie. There's dino feet. Maybe with the new model, I'll intentionally draw it so they've got, a full body and feet and whatnot. So when people ask, I can just zoom out on my model. Okay. Experiment. I want to experiment. Not going to experiment with soup. Going to experiment with apples. Exactly. That's what I mean. Oh, I have sugar. I don't have flour. Okay, we gotta go back. Like, it's not a lie, necessarily. And besides, it ends up with stuff like that, where if a newcomer comes and checks my tags, they can ask about it and we can have a conversation. Conversation starter. But nowadays, you gotta be creative with your conversation starter, because nobody wants to hear, how's the weather for the 100th time? That's boring. Yes. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. I need flour. Cringe. Tell me stinky. Alright. Question of the day, guys. Maws or paws? Obviously. Obviously. I don't know. That timing was suspicious. Very suspicious. I needed to buy sugar. Claws. Valid. My pair of paws for Pit actually has little plush claws on them that are super cute. I've been doing research into head bases I don't know why I can use that for that character. I'm sorry. You're trapped with me. Don't make me duct tape you to a chair. Actually, I don't have any duct tape, though. Sugar. Sugar. Yeah, sure. I don't actually know if this will work. Because it's the cake experimentation and not the pie experimentation. Oh no, I'm so scary. What's up? I know! I'm intentionally avoiding it because I can't get it right now. I want to play it. I'm trying to make apple pie, but I don't have the capability to make pie. It's a Souls-like game where you play as a dinosaur with, like, a massive sword. Yes, we're gonna be playing a lot of different dinosaur games. That is my goal, is to play lots of different dinosaur games. I want to play some of the Jurassic Park dinosaur games. The Isle, Dino Blade. If you have recommendations, I'm down for it. Obviously, we gotta work in Time Stranger, Amber Isle, and all that kind of stuff. We're actually gonna swap dinosaurs for a different reason. I'm gonna swap dinosaurs to... The Isle can be a very frustrating game. I understand that. The balancing is definitely whack, but I do not play it with the intention of, like, trying to, like, KOS or anything. I just play it because generally every time that I've played it, especially as a Theriznosaurus, I go and I hang with the herbivores and we just kind of vibe. So, I do want to play it because I do think it's fun. but I completely understand the balancing is kind of crap. Plus, I want to try out the new proximity chat. I've seen a lot of funny stuff with that. Plus, I feel like it's a fun game that's pretty easy for everyone to like. If you guys wanted to come join the same server, come track me down, hang out or something. I feel like that's a pretty good game to do that in. It can be a lot of fun. Does he like dinos? If he doesn't like dinos, don't make him. But if he likes dinosaurs, make him. I pass truffles all the gosh darn time. Where are all the truffles? Hello, truffles. Oh, 50-50. Lame. You either love them or you're boring. Hello. Truffles up here? Just peaches. Do it now. Do it. Okay. I have enough truffles now. Now we need to go get hammer blooms. And then we need to go get... It does look like... I realized that you were posting that as like, beat him up and make him do it. But with the way my dinosaur is running right now, the little character looks like the way my character is running. What in the world? What is happening in chat? Everyone's going crazy. What in the world is that? Please do not show me horrors beyond my comprehension. I don't have the mental capacity for that right now. Yes, that's sus. Oh, is that a Nurgling? Nurgle? That looks like Nurgle. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind, that's not beyond my comprehension. That is 100% comprehensible to me. My dad plays Warhammer quite a bit. I need spice. Oh, it's a little Nurgling. Yes. Hello, I'm come to steal your crops. My dad runs Nurgle and Slanesh, specifically, on Chaos Space Marines. I run Tyranids, because I think they look cool. I think he leans more into the Slanesh, because he's always just really loved how I forget what they're called, but they're really cool looking. They're like gender neutral. That's part of the reason, technically. But for the most part, he just thinks they're really cool. Him and I agree, some of their, like, really powerful characters are definitely hear me outs. I'm trying to find this stinking spice root. I'll need a couple more. Papa Nurgle is not, in fact, one of them. He's cool and all. The Nurgles are honestly some of the most polite of the chaos creations. Like, they're surprisingly nice compared to some of the other factions, but they still are, in fact, giant pestilence dudes. Have you never seen some of their, like, big, gosh, what are they? Are they called princes? Some of the really big characters. Have you ever seen them? That's kind of Slanesh's whole thing, is that they're, you know, supposed to be attractive. But again, with the... I say hear me out, because it's supposed to be something that you know, have to argue over. Like, you can't say a conventionally attractive man who just has a bad attitude is a hear me out. That's not a hear me out. That's just a you like dudes with bad attitude. Like, we're gonna talk about hear me out. It's gonna be something that I have to legitimately defend myself on. Where is what? I mean, I get it. No, that's a valid. Oh, I'm in the desert. I'm in Ericotta Canyon. You've not unlocked this yet. That is a valid preference. Buff men. Totally get that. I prefer my women buff versus my men. Yeah, because there's a difference between, like, Viking teddy bear buff and what most men consider buff. What most men consider buff is, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger at his peak, which is too much. Too much is happening. Too much muscle. Too much shininess. Too much. Like, there are levels to it, and there's a nice point to kind of drop off on. That's valid. That's valid. Yay. I honestly, especially after reading the old interview about Breath of the Wild, headcanon, Link is gender fluid. Because if you've ever read the old interview about Ocarina of Time, the creator himself of, like, the game, Link, all that, intentionally wanted him to be very ambiguous, so that if you were a girl, he was a masculine girl. If you were a dude, he was a feminine dude. So I feel like Link is non-binary at the least, gender fluid at the most. And again, he's way too happy putting on the Gerudo outfit to not be something. Thank you for the cake. Yeah, the Gerudo dress. The Vi outfit. I gotta feed one of my dinosaurs. Right? That Twilight Princess, since, just putting it out there, we're getting the Ocarina of Time remake. Ocarina of Time has to happen for them to make a Twilight Princess remake, due to the fact that they are almost directly connected, because the Twilight Princess Link is a direct descendant of the Ocarina of Time Link, meaning you have to have Ocarina of Time be remade before Twilight Princess can be remade. We're getting an Ocarina of Time remake. You know what that means. But at the same time, the Ocarina of Time remake, it is, I want to say canon, but it might still be theory, that in Twilight Princess, the phantom of the hero, the golden wolf that trains you on how to use sword techniques, is literally referred to as the hero of time. Link from Ocarina of Time is referred to as the hero of time. Twilight Princess, if I remember correctly, is from the child timeline, where Link was sent back in time. So Link would have grown up having all the memories of doing what he did in Ocarina of Time, and yet he is now a 10-year-old child. So he's got soldier level PTSD. She's dancing, don't worry about it. Soldier level PTSD as a 10-year-old child. So you end up with Link from Ocarina of Time most likely becoming a soldier, which is probably how he got that armor. He most likely became a soldier for the royal family once he was sent back in time. And he isn't able to rest because he feels like his job is not done. So then, instead of his spirit being able to move on, he ends up sticking around as that, sacred beast to train the next generation of hero. Now, in that situation, the Phantom of a Hero literally says that the hero in Twilight Princess is his descendant, and that's how they're able to talk to each other. That's how he's able to see his spirit, is because they share blood. So, the Hero of Time has to be remade and all of that in scared me. Hey, we get to, test out the new notifications. Yes, basically, except it's more like a grandpappy instead of papa. Because it's implied that the hero of Twilight is some 4 or 5 generations down. It's been a minute since the Ocarina of Time. I literally set that up today. That's new. But I'm glad we're able to test it out. So now you can, if I'm concentrating, you can scare the crap out of me. It scared everybody. But yeah. But the thing is like I said, in order for us to get, Twilight, where Ocarina basically has to be remade for things to make sense. Kind of like Pokemon has to be remade in a certain order, or it just doesn't work. But since we are getting, Ocarina of Time now, we should hopefully also see the good possibility of Twilight Princess. But with the Ocarina of Time remake, you know what I'm absolutely terrified for? So, obviously, Ocarina of Time, they're remaking everything. They are remaking, let that sink in for a second, the son of the hero of time literally named the hero of Twilight Link as a homage to their... Actually, yes, that is heavily implied in any game where there is succession and they're tied to each other, that Link is a family name, and that's why it keeps popping up again. And it is also implied a little bit that every hero is, even distantly, just a tiny bit related to each other, even if it's, not direct bloodline. They are over hundreds of years related, and it's a family name. Kinda, yeah. Is there more food? Hello? Oh, there is. You're standing on it. But yes, I actually have Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2. I don't have 3. And for some reason my computer doesn't like letting me play 2. So I have not played it in a minute. But with the Ocarina of Time remake, if you've played it, you gotta pause for a second to think about it. They're remaking everything. Now, it was in, N64 graphics before. But just about think about that. What was something that like traumatized every kid playing Ocarina of Time? And now it's going to be remade in super hyper HD detail. Anybody else not ready for the bottom of the well at all? Ooh, the quote-unquote evil brother. Yeah. They might try to kind of lessen some of it to keep it, you know, family friendly. A little bit. But it's still a situation of, I don't want to go in the bottom of the well. There's a very high chance I will get this game. And I will play it. And I will be very unhappy about it. Because the bottom of the well was horrible, but I was like 13. I don't want to deal with hyper detail as an adult. That sounds terrible. Is there more poop that you guys are hiding from me? There is. Can you not shove me, please? Okay, guys. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, everybody's happy. Good lord. That was a lot of poop. Okay. Let's see. Where is Avery? Visiting Pebble Plaza, that's not helpful. Turnip, garlic, bell pepper, vegetables, Mari. Cauliflower, garlic, turnip, coconut. Ugh. It is very pretty. We might see a storm one. I'm probably gonna start doing some vegetable hoarding. So that we can start getting some of these quests done. What are they called? Ancient tablet. To find that last. Ooh! Ooh! Dinosaur King of the Kid. I have not. I've heard of it though. Come back. Get back here. Get back here right now. Why do you look like you're blind? I was very limited on what I was allowed to watch growing up due to having a very strict mother. It looks blind. It's called Cosmic Rainbow, and I love it, but it looks blind. I don't know if that's a glitch. You guys like... Yes, I'm not going to deny that that is a clown. We love our clown boy. Isn't that the name of the clown Legends of Atlantis? No, his name was like... Dang. The Simpsons? We don't hate him that much. Jeez. I love that the ultra rare is marked on my... I will name him Crystal. That's also kind of funny. We love Crystal. I also love the marshmallow, but we love Crystal. I mean, so for real, guys, I am absolutely cheating right now. I looked up a walkthrough location of where all of the different pieces are for the tablet, because I want to get access to the Parasaurolophus, and I want access to the Parasaurolophus for you guys. We want Parasaurolophus. You can fight me all you want. Cancel me. Fight me. Come at me. But do you want the Parasaurolophus or not? Because I cannot find that last piece for the life of me. That's fine. I will take the beating. I know I'm pulling a Markiplier. Oh! Hello. Doesn't appear to be one here. Little lake directly next to Owen's house. I don't know where I'm going. Well, I was hoping that the compass was going to be helpful, which the compass is helpful. The issue, though, is that I've already found basically everything, and that last piece is notorious for being kind of a pain. Like, now that I know the general area that I'm going to be looking for these pieces, the compass will be helpful. But it's still a situation of, I was trying to play it properly for you guys, so... be a piece here. Directly behind Paprika's house. But yeah, that was one of those things that was that was supposed to be, you know, somewhat remedied with the addition of the compass. But there's still working out all the kinks with everything. So I might just be preemptively judging. I might also be blind. Ow. The flowers near the edge of the river. Everybody say hi to the kitty cat. I'm blind. I am absolutely blind. Because this is it. This is the last piece. That is the last piece. It was right there the entire time, and I just didn't go down there. That's what I'm talking about when I say there's a good chance I'm just blind. Because I really, really suck at hide and seek. I'm good at puzzles, not hide and seek. I didn't realize I hadn't been down there in a minute. That is entirely my fault. The compass would have absolutely worked if I had gone down there. But since we're already here, let's find the other tiny missing pieces that we need. Mysterious statue fragment. This one has a lot less pieces, so it's a lot less areas to look. But that one? That was entirely my fault. Cross Pebble Bridge, take a left, all the way down here. No mysterious statue fragment. Hill below Marty. All the way north. Ah. Like, the intention is that, you know, your exploring really thoroughly and you're checking out everything in the game, and I totally get that. I just suck. Directly behind west, across a couple bridges, and head north past. Oh, turn around. Hey, there's the last piece of that. I didn't even know I could get up here, so there's that. We have one more thing to discover, and then we have an amethyst and a wisdom crystal. And then these two things I haven't discovered. Artifact fragment, which I think that one's related to a quest. Yeah, one of them is a quest reward, so we can't get that one yet. Okay. That's it. That's all I need that for. You guys ready to get the Parasaurolophus? Finally. We can finally see the new colors on the Parasaurolophus. We can have access to them, see them, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna do our rounds really quick. Lucky won't be alone anymore. I mean, Lucky hasn't been alone for a while, but now Lucky will have dinosaurs like her. And the best part about it is the thing with the wild Parasaurolophus, it kind of puts in perspective the fact that Lucky is still a baby. Ooh! The green, oh my god. Because the Parasaurolophus in the wild are bigger than Lucky. That is a camo Megalosaurus. What is that? Do you guys see that Stegosaurus? Wait. Oh, it's so cute! It's only a rare, though. We're waiting for an ultra rare. I'm gonna hold out. But what that means is we will be... I'm sorry, I want an ultra rare one. Cause like, let me find him. He does. Some of the ultra rare ones are like the Omega color, which is a marshmallow or pearl, or the Spooktacular, or the Proud Twilight, or the Wax Flower. Wax Flower. He looks like a big Pretty Lotus. So, as gorgeous as the toxin is, I'm waiting for an ultra rare. Ooh! We got a royal jelly, Dinosaurus. Forgot his name for me. We have a brown T-Rex. Hello. You are brown. Goodbye. So this area is locked behind getting a stomper to get rid of a log that sits right about here across the path. So once you get like an Ankylosaurus or a different stomper, I think the Ankylosaurus is the one that you can access pretty early. You will be able to access back there. Okay, so in that case, once he becomes a helper and he has enough stamina, because that's pretty pivotal too, you should be able to go back there and access that. Krusty has leveled up. That's a notification if I've ever seen one. That's definitely a sentence. Oh, hey, I have the same... I also have the coffee one. Mine's named Cappuccino. Is it named Cappuccino? Hold up. Latte. Mine's named Latte. My Kentrosaurus is named Cappuccino. Siblings. Twins, maybe? Identical twins. Latte Mocha. And their buddy Cappuccino. What are you? I've seen this color before. Doody doo. Doody doo. Doody doo. Anyone else grew up watching Kevin Pig? Oh, their dad is coffee, their mom is creamer. Or milk. Because you make a latte with coffee and milk. And you can make a mocha using coffee, milk, and chocolate. Tea is really cute. My other thought is chai. Like chai tea. Ah, the River Trudon is so cute. Maybe, the dad's name is Coffee Milk, like last name Milk. And her maiden name was Chai Tea, so she was Mrs. Tea. Or Miss Tea. And then when they got married, she became Chai Milk. Or maybe other way around. His name is Milk Coffee. So his last name is Coffee. So she goes from being Chai Tea to Chai Coffee. I'm making up names for dinosaurs that don't exist. Don't worry, guys. parfait on this pattern is so cute! I need it to appear on my personal file. I'm going for a pastry theme on my other file. Oh! Cute. Hello. I've not actually seen any of the new colors on the Ankylosaurus. The mint or the omega. Not seen any of them. Or on the Dimetrodon. It's green. Hello. Hydration, everybody, drink water. Flip and I are going to anime. We are dressed up. Which diner puts what? Oh, the Aracata Canyon? I will show you which dinosaur does that. Ooh! Ooh! Why are you in my stomach? Get out of my tummy! So Kepri does it. Zara's pet dinosaur, Kepri, does it. You feed her a cupcake, and she helps you do it. You just have to get the supplies to do it. A bunch of stone, a bunch of rope, a bunch of other stuff. The quest does not give you numbers. Just look it up. The quest just tells you what to get. It does not tell you how much to get. You can either look it up, or there will be, you know, the drop box for all the stuff at the Aracata Canyon once you've started the quest. You can check that, write down the numbers, and then go get how much you need. You need a lot. I just stabbed my gums. Hello. You're rare? I'm sorry. But is that a cupcake? Why do you look like cake? Why do you look like a red velvet strawberry cake? It's parfait. Is it the green one? With the spots? Is that the right green? Because there's other greens for that dinosaur. Because there's the Archivist green. That one's grass. There's also the ocean green. I thought there was dragonfly. But yeah, there's some darker greens as well. Let me look. Sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Is it this color green or is it one of the darker ones? I'm doing this, because then we can do... Ta-da! You can flip that, you can screenshot that. To the side. There's like a 3/4 front view. shorter back view. There you go. That's probably a situation of, that's as close as you're gonna get. Kind of like this Allosaurus is not really the right species, nor is it the right patterning, but it's, you know, as close as I'm gonna get to Macchiato. Unless I change his patterning to look like the Megalosaurus and change his species, which I think I'm just gonna say that he's a Megalosaurus from now on. So he's gonna have a little bit of a design change for that. I have no issue with this. I love Megalosaurus. But, ooh, it's so cute. But right this second, the Allosaurus is about as close as I can get to Macchiato. But I'm trying to see if I change my boy's patterning and he is a Megalosaurus now, the closest I would get is probably, funny enough, the Calalusa coloring. Which the colors on that are almost a 1-to-1 match with my model. So if I end up getting one of those, it'll almost be a perfect match if I do that patterning with the new model. Which I'm giving you guys the ideas of like what this new model is going to look like. But I think I'm going to make it off stream and surprise you guys with the new model. So I was thinking about doing some work on it sometime next week. Give myself a little bit of time to figure out the new program. I have a bad feeling I'm gonna eventually become one of those like VTubers who model hordes. But at the same time, they're all so cute and I make most of them myself, so it doesn't matter. Share discovery. Mysterious statue fragment. Oh. Share discovery. Ooh! Story time! Last message. A chasm long and deep and wide is a perfect place for dinosaurs to hide. It is an enigma, no? Perhaps we read all the clues we have together. The creatures with the crest dearly love to roam, though will always come running when you call them home. Let the music of your heart call back what is apart. Under a sea of stars, noise travels far. A chasm long and deep and wide is a perfect place for dinosaurs to hide. Quite the riddle. Now it must refer to the Parasaurolophus. After these tablets were left by the flute bearers, given the musical notes. Music is almost like it's telling us to play something. At night, but where's the chasm? Wait, I've got it! Chasm long and wide and deep, you must know. Wait, well, Macchiato, it's Ericotta Canyon. Canyons are deep valleys created by river erosion. Science. Dinosaur could definitely hide there. That's where the Parasaurolophus must be. I know just the spot, don't you? Y'all ready to go grab Lucky and get this rolling? Specific area in Ericotta. Using that, I can track the location where the tablet may have originally stood. In fact, I will place it back there in the kind of place you know exactly where to go. Enter from the Ericotta Canyon, under the sea of stars at night, and play the music of your heart, your flute. I'm certain the Parasaurolophus will come running home when they hear your song. How it goes, I can hardly wait. Here, take this with you. Without cake. I got cake. I got goji berries. Time to go get Lucky. Drop off our new dinosaur buds. And I'm gonna disappoint you guys. We got an ultra rare Styracosaurus. Unfortunately, that means Gengar is gonna have to go away. Because we're trying to do one dinosaur on the farm at a time. He's not going away yet. I have to wait until the new one becomes our helper. But Gengar is gonna go on a prolonged vacation. We can always get him back. And if later on, if we're feeling like being, a little grindy, we can, go around and grab him and find every other dinosaur that has the exact same colors as him. And just fill our farm with nothing but the purple haze color. That is, of course, if after we finished all the quests and all the everything in the game, we're feeling grindy. But Gengar has been with us since day one. He's been working his butt off for us. I feel like he deserves a vacation. Thanks for the goji berries, I guess? Everybody is unhappy. Well, you also... Oh, there's police outside, guys. The wee-woos. Wee-woo. 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 I wonder if it's too late or if I can still buy something. Oh, oh, we run, we run, we run, we run. I'm out of juicy and I'm out of, there we go. No, that's the wee-woos. Not a train, that's the wee-woos. The wee-woos aren't too very loud, but if a train came by, I would be muting my mic. Because I am all of 5 feet from the railroad tracks, so they are stupid loud. On the other hand, our ultra rare Pentrosaurus has become our helper. So Cappuccino is going on vacation, everyone. He will be staying with Mari. Again, we can always get them back. They're not gone forever. But everybody say bye to Cappuccino. He's helped us with so much. He helped us clear the canyon. He deserves a vacation. You know how much there is in the canyon to clear? can actually follow him. Oh, he's gone. Bye, Cappuccino. There's a big reason why I am only doing one of each dinosaur. If you have too many dinosaurs on your farm... Macchiato, go home! Go home! There's actually a very, very high chance of your game severely chugging and lagging really hard. So it's best to kind of just do one of each, unless you're going for something specific, something special, pattern hunting. Alright. Must be it, Lucky. You guys ready? Only one thing for it. You ready? We're getting the Parasaurolophus. Guess we can try again. Maybe I'm just not playing loud enough. Play as loud as you can! Doesn't look like any Parasaurolophus are coming. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe it's just you and me, Lucky. Aw. Well, we're gonna go home and go to bed, 'cause it's forcing us to. Sorry we didn't find any Parasaurolophus, Lucky. We did everything we could. You might be the only Parasaurolophus, but you're still my family. It's been a long day, right? Time for bed. Cutscene! Cutscene! Oh, Lucky's so cute! What is that? What are the spooky shadows? And Lucky's gone. Lucky ran away towards the spooky shadows. Guys, Lucky abandoned us. What are we gonna do? What are we supposed to do? Lucky abandoned us. Oh, I have to take care of dinosaurs first. Literally, the spooky shadows show up and she just went, bye! Okay, some people need fed. No, back in there. We gotta go find her, but we also gotta make sure everyone else is taken care of too. That was really funny. She just dipped. Not enough food in the trough. That should keep them happy. Should also be poop! Over there. Spooky shadows in the night. Lucky? Bye! Have a good time! Straight out the door. Straight out the door, no questions asked. I have a lot of... Bye, Felicia. True. A lot of stuff to sell today. Come on. Come on. You go grab those cakes that she gave to me that I need to eat. You have 3 different cakes. Mmm, yummy. Mmm, yummy. Mmm, yummy. Oh, it's so many potatoes. Lucky needs attention. I wonder why Lucky needs attention. Maybe it's because Lucky's not here. Could Lucky possibly need attention, guys? Do you think maybe because Lucky left in the middle of the night with no word that maybe she needs attention? Why could Lucky possibly need attention? Not like she's here to get attention. She doesn't need attention. She left me. She abandoned me. We are getting super close to ending stream on the Parasaurolophus, though. So as I usually talk about, all of my other socials besides Twitch are in my bio. Linktree, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I will try to get around to uploading these to YouTube. That way it's all caught up. And I will be streaming again next Thursday. That's going to be our schedule for a little while. Ooh, a daily one. Hello. Is Thursdays only, just because of work. I'll still be trying to post and interact with the masses. And like I said, I'm probably going to try and work on a new model. So, you can check out my socials and watch those to see sneak peeks as I work on them. Got 2 coffee down. It's all passing by. Ooh, another royal jelly. Oh, Parfait! Oh, Parfait, it's so cute. Hello, Parfait. Lucky! feel like I'm calling a dog. Actually, this is exactly like calling a dog. Did any of you guys ever grow up playing Nintendogs? Any of you play Nintendogs? Remember when you get a new dog and there was that weird, like, automated voice that would be like, Lucky, Spot. Because it was trying to, like, teach you, hey, say their name loud and clear into the fucking microphone in order for them to learn their name. Because Nintendogs used voice recognition software for the dogs to, like, come to you. It was garbage. It was terrible. They never knew what their name was. At one point, I just named a dog, like, Scream. Like, it was me screaming into the microphone. And that dinosaur answered better, or not dinosaur, that dog answered better than any other dog that I had. Because I basically just put my mouth to the microphone and yelled at it. I'm sorry. What? We might be breaking a rule here. But it's a cedar, so I'm more okay with that than a bigger dinosaur. Because this is an albino! He's so cute! He's so tiny and cute. Okay, see, the one's named Agate. What are we naming this one? What are they like? Oh no. What are they like? Are they a crunchy one? I don't remember. Howlite? No, you don't like crunchy. No, come back! No! Don't look at me ever again. No, come back. Come back. No, stop running. So they don't like crunchy. Are they a juicy? Do they like juicy? Earthy? Was it earthy? I should have checked my book. We're gonna try earthy. We're gonna see if they like earthy. Please like earthy. Please like earthy. It's earthy! It's earthy! Huh! We got him! Howlite? What is that from? You could call him Einsteinium. Yeah, sure. All I can think of is Howl's Moving Castle. It's a baby! We have a baby. Anyways, back to Lucky. We've acquired another baby. I wasn't expecting an ultra rare. Now we have 2 ultra rares. They're both very light colored. Green. Oh, he's so tiny. I stepped on it. I feel bad. He's been smushed. I was supposed to go stop at town to sell a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of the bigger runner dinosaurs, like Allosaurus, their tail movement is extremely sassy. From the back, anyways. But if you move from the side, it's a chicken. Fuck. Oh, that's a wall. Wait a second. What is that? What is that? Look, his footprint. Guys, we found feet. Hey, so about that feet check. This is a trail to follow. Yeah, barely. Another footprint. I don't know where she is, so it's fine. Oh, cutscene. Macchiato disappeared. Ooh, look at the pink Ceratosaurus. Lucky! And what's that over there? What is that? That's our tiny little dude. That's what that is. Remember where he was? He did disappear without a goodbye. I'm so relieved that you're okay. Why on earth would you? Parasaurolophus! The Parasaurs! I've been hiding all this time. So glad I finally found you. Owen and Mario are going to be thrilled. Worth the move to Paleo Pines. Do you think the Parasaurs would like to come home with us to the valley? Still new adventures to have and a ranch to run. Who else is going to be feeding you Poppins? And the credits! This is not the end, by the way. We will be playing more. This is just the credit scenes because we finished the main quest. But here's the credits with all of the different stuff, all of the different creators. The different concept arts, little food arts. And this is going to be really fun. Just wait. I'll have to show you guys something. Because of the DLC. The voice acting was for the characters and all of the dinosaurs was done by real people. Sound effects that they made. All of this, all the different designers, account managers, experience, restart interns, concept testers, special thanks. The project babies that were had and were gotten during the project. The project pets that were during the project, even more. And the Kickstarter backers. Now, just a quick thing. Let me see if I can find it. I was in there. It moved on before I could show. But I am in the Kickstarter backers. And here we are. We're back. We can continue playing. And that massive quest at the top is gone. Befriend a new Parasaurolophus pal. Look at them! They're super cute. Now, we're gonna befriend one next time. Because I want to try and find one that is, you know, a rare. We're going to catalog one so that we have the friend call. Blue, yellow, purple, red, yellow, purple. What? I'm doing it! I'm doing it correctly. Blue, yellow, purple, red, yellow, purple. There we go. I did it correctly. Yellow, purple. There we go. So we're gonna catalog this one. An absolute cutie. I love him so much. And we will befriend one next time. You can see, though, Lucky's over there, how much bigger they are. What that means is we have now cataloged every dinosaur in the game. But in particular, which one do we want? Do we want antique? Do we want birch? Do we want to try to go for an ultra rare? There's coral. There's the melanistic, metal, the portals. There's the spooktacular. Birch. Now the question is, which pattern? Do we want the stripy pattern? Do we want the faded pattern? So you can see a stripy and you can see the one where they've got like the head crest. This one is the full head crest. So we're looking at the one that's in front of us is going to be this one. And then there's a stripy. So the faded, this one right in front of me is a faded. Oh no, it's this one. We want the faded? Okay, faded birch. We will get the faded birch. Thing about the birch is that they have to be in the valley for that, so we gotta wait for them to move. But that is it. We have technically finished the game. Obviously, we have a lot more, quests and other things to do, a lot more dinosaurs to find, a lot more colors to look at, features to check out. So we have not finished, but we finished the main quest line. We have found the Parasaurolophus. I'm just gonna do a quick check over here because I want to look at the T-Rex spawn in particular. We're gonna get our little guy a new home. I don't know where he's gonna live. He's a carnivore. Ooh, that's so cute. You're rare at all? No, you're just cute. But we did it! We got the parasaurs. It does look like a bee. It looks like a bee with painted toenails. the queen bee. She got her nails done. They're acrylics. Royal purple. She can do the ASMR tippity tappity. It sounds like the clicky clack of heels when she walks. Okay, I gotta do a quick check to make sure I can put this little sucker somewhere. You guys are all carnivore. Trudon is an omnivore. Trudon is an omnivore. Okay, so Trudon, I think, will be moved into Metallica's pen with Coin and Psittacosaurus. And then we'll have 2 Compsognathus in 1 pen. Where are you? Oh no, where's the tiny baby? Huh? Where's Howlite? Where'd they go? Sounds good. You guys have a good night. I'm just gonna rearrange really quickly. And then I will be logging off as well. As soon as I figure out where Howlite went. I don't know where Howlite went. Like he was following me and now he's just gone. I might have to sleep to get him to show up again. I'll figure it out. He should have come home. He should be running around. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, there he is. There he is. Ah, he came home. I found him. Oh, let's safe, everybody. There we go. Alright. Everybody's home. Everybody's safe. We got the Parasaurolophus. With that, I'm gonna log off. I am Macchio the Geodosaur. Linktree, socials, and YouTube are all in my bio. And I will see you guys next Thursday.